Okay, final video that I'm doing for now is on the dreaded 1 in 8 dragon. Oh boy. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. The dreaded 1 in 8 dragon. There we go. Let's talk about how to do 1 in 8s. So first of all, it's easier to do on a tall tower. So when you're practicing, I recommend just, selecting the tall towers. Maybe just select the tallest. Let's talk about Front Dragon. So, first of all, setup wise, the dragon is way, way out here. Um, so it is rotating on. So it's rotating on this block. That is x x21 z0. It rotates on that one. So basically, the idea is and people have different ways of reaching this setup, but you pearl over there, and you can either just run across a bit and pearl up, or you can just throw another pearl over there, depending how much health and pearls you have. And then you're pearling up to the middle block in whatever tower's here. Which will always be on Z0. And then from here, once you reach the height that you're happy with, you're just speed bridging out and... Oh, hello. Get rid of the dragon now. Speed bridge out. And I go until it reaches X24. Because that works with the setup that I use. Once you reach X24, you will then want to go staircasing up 2 blocks and build your setup. That's what I go for. You could have some alternate versions where you go like to X23 and then go up twice and build a setup. That way you can stand closer to your setup if that's helpful to you at all. I've seen people go all the way to X21 and then they just build up. And I'm trying to think how far do you need to build up? It'd be like 1, 2 over 1, 2 like that. Yeah. Maybe it's just a matter of preference, really. You do get some slightly different interactions with like by doing this, you do have to make sure that you stand a bit further back, because after several bed explosions, depending what block you're using to build on, an amount of these blocks are going to get blown up. So if you're building with dirt, that could be potentially a bit more of a problem because they have less blast resistance, and you might have the floor knocked out from underneath you as you explode a bunch of stuff. But it's just a matter of preference. As long as you get your bed on that X21 Z0 block somewhere, like at some height, you're gonna be fine. Ta-da! Now let's talk about those heights. Because you're building really far out from the tower, you don't have to worry about blowing up the crystal. So, a nice thing about 1 in 8s is the height that you need is whatever you want it to be. There's some optimal heights you can go for. Those heights are Y88, Y92, Y95, and Y99. I generally aim for Y92, maybe 95, because I'm slow and not very good at it. A top runner would probably aim for Y99. But yeah, and the lower the height, the more time you have, but also the higher chance that the dragon flies away, ruining up your setup. So, the only other thing to talk about is the back dragon. Because, once again, back dragons being weird and difficult, it's slightly offset and different from the front dragon. So it's actually on X minus 20 Z0. And the other complication of that is the fact that the tower is actually offset. For some reason, rather than being centered on 0, it's centered on 1. Sorry, it's centered on -1. So you actually, rather than building in the middle, you want to build one to the left, because, I don't know, blame Mojang. And then instead of building out to 24, you want to build out to 23, or -23. So it doesn't mirror the front dragon. That's the most difficult thing about the 1 and 8s, really, is just remembering the numbers. But, you know, once you got it, you got it. And that's the only difference. Y heights are still the same. You have slightly less time. You still have to throw the same number of pearls, but in this case, you're lobbing your pearl all the way over there, and then aiming for this block on the left. And yeah, that's all there is to it, really. It's just on a slightly different spot, because Mojang can't make things nice and simple. Oh, there's my block. There it is. And yeah, that's how you do Backdragon 1 and 8s. There you go. I was surprised with how easy I found 1 and 8s. Maybe it'll be different from you, maybe you really struggle with speed bridging. But yeah, I was also surprised with how little the dragon seems to fly away. Like, in my experience of using this practice map, I haven't done many 1 and 8s in real runs. I don't think I've done any, actually. But, like, the dragon just seems to very rarely fly away on M88. And the main advantage that going higher is you kill the dragon sooner. Yeah, that's so honestly, if you're not very confident, just go to 88 Y height, and you're gonna be fine. You'll have tons of time, and yeah. Yeah, that's all there is to it. Good luck out there, speedrunner.